But you yada yada over the best part.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Yada Yada podcast, the most dangerous podcast in Kansas City. It's the kid Joe Cornell.
It's your boy Black Hyphy.
Who we got?
No so.
And who else?
Sion.
And of course we got
River.
You know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch of media creatives in the building today, man. How we feeling, y'all? How we feeling?
I'm feeling good.
All right, hold on. I gotta get this posted. hey, the cameras are rolling.
You wouldn't
mics
know
are
that
hot.
we're media, how we're acting. Nah, man, I feel I feel great.
It's a great
I'm
Sunday.
sleepy as fuck, low key. I got up early. I worked out, cleaning the house and shit.
Oh, you had a productive morning. Y'all was getting it.
Something.
Andre showed up a whole hour late.
I was late as fuck, bro.
Andre's always late.
I am.
Well, when you're a producer, you can do that because we're literally waiting on you.
No, my car was fucked up.
Yeah, he been having car problems.
What happened?
Power steering's fucked up.
Ooh,
Feels like
Oh,
I'm moving
yeah.
an old sailboat, bro.
yeah.
That's what happened
That's
to
me
the camera.
trying to steer the wheel. No, it's electronic power steering,
So
so,
it's
I have to
locked
get
up.
it reset. That's
Oh,
bad.
at least it's electronic,
I almost wish it was the other one.
where you just put oil in some
Yeah.
fucking liquid in there, some
Yeah.
random ass chemical that make it.
Yeah, the yellow
powers
bottle,
it.
The yellow
Yeah.
bottle. It's like, or it's blue. Sometimes it's blue with yellow. I don't know. Anyway,
Hey, yo, what kind of discharge you talking about over there?
Whoa.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you.
He said
Yeah, Andre, I'm talking to you. No,
man, when I
I'm
take
kidding.
it there, Joe always wants to be like, "Whoa, that's on you."
Yeah.
But when Joe takes it there, it's just like, "No, shut up and take it."
Hey, yo, pause.
Hey, see?
Nice try, dude.
Scrambling and scraping.
I'm just saying, man, you over scrambling and scraping. The reoccurring theme on the pod.
Joe, what are you looking up?
I'm just posting that we're live.
You're supposed to do that before this.
But the stream just went live. Oh, sorry about that.
That's true.
Talk about what you guys talk about.
You posting Han?
Yeah, dog, it's a good picture.
No, me, Gino.
You know?
Tokyo.
All right. Now that we got that
Joe.
out the way,
Joe,
yes, sir.
it's been an eventful 2 weeks for you in terms of media and people challenging you.
They've been on your ass.
They've been trying to dunk on me like I'm not me, and that's what's so appalling about this.
Okay.
You feel me?
2 people in the chat already. 3 people.
Hey, shout out to them peoples, them good peoples.
What's
you
the
know what I'm
names?
saying?
Give us names. Because
We
I
don't
want to
know
know who's
We don't know yet
looking
until
at
they
us.
leave
We
a
don't
comment.
know.
Oh. Well,
Who's
say,
watching?
say something to us.
Yeah,
Drop some mics in the chat for
Yeah,
us, man.
drop the mic emoji.
Y'all's a singing group then.
But so yeah, like people just be trying to test me and question my work ethic and the things that we've done as a platform, as a brand,
You think
as
they were trying to
people in the
test
city.
you? Or
Well, the
I-
first
well,
time, no,
I-
all right. So the first time with the politician, I don't know who that is. He don't know who I am. He tried to belittle me because we don't have the numbers
Mhm.
on YouTube. But I know who we are. I know the impact we've had in the city and what we've done. So I'm not gonna let you get me out of pocket because
Yeah.
It's not about numbers. per se,
I know the impact that we've made in the scene and what we've done.
Until
So
it is about numbers.
since I don't really know who you are, you clearly don't know who I am. I don't really care how you feel about me or what you think I am. Because I
and this
know
is
who I am.
Justice Horn.
Yeah, I know who I am. I know who we are. So that's all that matters to me. You're not gonna get me out of pocket over that.
Man, I ain't even worried about this nigga. You shouldn't
The
even be.
politician.
Yeah.
Well, because
like,
he said 2 weeks. That's why I was just going back to
I feel
give
like
people a little-
politicians got too much time on their hands. Shouldn't you be sweating bullets, changing policies and shit?
And the funny thing is, everything I said in
what
that
do
post that made
politicians
him
do in their free time?
react that way, I was proven right on election night.
That's true.
And they called me a fucking madman.
Yeah, that's true. He I think he was just in his head about what
He
he
interpreted.
was posting because you weren't even saying anything against him.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I was
bro,
like, this is who we are.
Yeah.
And what did we prove on election night? That's who we are.
I don't even know if that's who we are. I think that's
Not
where
the
we
city.
are.
Yeah. I mean, no, we're always a Republican state, but to the max.
But that, yeah, Joe, majority of states, it'd be red. It's just the dense ass
There's
population of the
it's
city
little
Yeah.
pockets of
overweighted. So if you look at any state, it's going to be majority red, but then there's the blue on the whole thing. I don't even know if there's one fully blue state.
I guess he thought you was
Maybe Oregon.
endorsing Donnie
Yeah, like
yeah.
or like saying it in support of it. You got to talk on the mic.
The point of the internet these days and the point of Twitter is to just like get that engagement and that like rush, you know. He wasn't even responding to what you actually said. He just wanted to like come at you.
it doesn't matter because I was right at the end of the day. So
I mean, all right, it's not about being right though.
Subscribe to our
I
channel.
think at the end of the day, it's about communication. You know.
yeah,
And like the only way we gonna make any kind of change or be better at anything is like if we are able to communicate with each other, express how we truly feel about something in a way that is, forward into the betterment of the issue, to a solution. That thing working. Turn it up. What about
Test. You hearing it?
Yo, so we side note, super sidebar. We was at Into the Lowest Fern last night, and Missy Elliott came on, and some dude got all up like in my shit and rapped the whole thing. Like bar for bar. I was like, I was dancing with River, and I'm like, bro, I don't even know what to do right now. I don't even know.
Was it a white dude?
Yeah, it was a white dude.
They be trying to prove themselves to black people.
He was obviously having
like,
a great
let me prove
time.
myself. I know this. We can be together.
Yeah.
Like,
we are one brother.
No, that shit was.
That's
In the
hilarious.
club?
He got turned off the Missy Elliott.
Yeah,
Shout out to
literally
Missy.
bar for bar. I feel like that nigga was 99% on the whole
He
song.
batted damn near 100.
Yes, that shit was crazy.
It's kind of impressive.
What song was it? Lose Control?
Get
Get your freak on?
shit.
It was reversed. It worked.
Yeah.
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
first. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
that
So
one.
what do you say? What do y'all be saying?
So what?
In
Oh, it's she's supposed to be saying you flip it, rewind it, flip it, and reverse it in reverse.
reverse, right? So
Oh.
what do you say when you make the noises?
Yeah,
nigga? 'Cause-
What? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
do the whole thing.
No.
Yes.
I don't take requests. No, I'm just joking.
But anyways,
yeah.
your mic's working.
Yeah, mic's
Okay.
working. We up to date.
Yeah.
We up to speed.
So that was the shit 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
And
I
then-
want to every time this happens. By the way, behind the scenes, not even behind the scenes, pretty publicly, I'm like,
pretty publicly.
"Hey, you want to come on the pod?"
Yeah, I was like, Andre, shut the fuck up. Producer here.
Hey.
Want to come on the pod and get our views up? Shut up, Andre.
He's
Shut
doing
up.
His
Like,
job.
Don't critique if you don't have a problem or if you don't have a solution to the problem, bro.
Where's the message for that, Andre? See ya.
Motherfuckers just want to always
I'm kidding.
talk about what. Yeah, no, Mike. Everybody want to talk about what you should do or what you can do to improve, but not like how to. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always issues to what they have an issue with, and not a solution to the issue.
Yeah. I mean,
Which is relatable. Like I get being a consumer and just being like, this could be better, or y'all could be doing better. Or it's like if somebody's putting themselves out there to do this thing, it's like, yeah, you should be doing that well. And that's what real accountability is. It's like, I'm a fan of this thing. I also recognize what you guys do. I consume this, and I think you could elevate this, or you could be doing this better, or whatever. You know, that's
Yeah.
real accountability.
It's like
That's
if you
real.
see us putting our like best foot forward with what we're trying to do, and you know that we're giving it our all with whatever we have, and you see there'll be room for improvements, then let us know. No,
yeah,
it was
baby,
like, hey, like-
resources are always,
yeah, it's definitely a way. Like, we don't claim to know all or be better than anybody. It's just like we cover what we like. And at the end of the day, we are a platform that wants to elevate artists and other people in our city, but it's like we just talk about what we like, you know.
And it's just us.
Yes, it's just us. Like there's like what? There's 5 people in this room. This is the operation.
brick by
This is
brick.
the operation. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, we don't maybe maybe our quality could be better, or maybe we could do more, or we could do this, or that.
It's a lot
But-
that we missing, but
At the end of the day, how many podcasts have you seen come and go the last 6 years, Andre,
Man,
that tried to do what we do?
and be consistent.
and still be here.
Yeah,
Because who's still here after 6 years?
that's true.
It's just us,
Yeah,
respectfully. So you can't try to like belittle what we've done or try to clown us for the work that we've done. Because I know what we've done. Everything we've done and the platforms we created with the city have all been high quality because we care.
yeah,
And we work with artists that also care.
yeah.
And that's why when we come together and we do productions, we do a showcase, we do an album, it's all high quality shit because we care. So
All right.
when you try to belittle us or our work or what we've done, I'm not going for that. You can hold us accountable and want us to be better, and we want that because we're not perfect by any means. But you're not going to try to sit here and act like we haven't done what we've done in the city to earn the respect.
I think also let's inspire the next
And
generation
we
or
are.
the next.
We are the standard, Andre.
y-
Going
yeah.
for anybody that comes after us, we are the standard.
I
Literally.
We are the
definitely-
foundation.
I want to shout out Andre because I had the thought like a couple weeks ago that I was just sitting with, and I really, I appreciate you, and I feel like we coming up on the 7-year anniversary of One Mic Stand. Shout out
Hell
One Mic
yeah.
Yeah,
Stand.
shout out One Mic Stand.
Shout out 2017 because that's also Saber Magazine.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
what?
Everything is
Actually, yeah,
seven.
because when
Yeah.
when we first
Everything is
Shout out
came,
seven.
number 7.
when we first came on the scene with the pod, like you and Aaron Rose were doing, you had Saber Mag,
Mhm.
he had Shuttlecock,
Yeah.
and those were like the big local medias that I knew about when we started doing this.
Yeah.
So you are a pioneer, like and you're working with us on this. This is a Saber Yadda Yadda collab.
Yeah.
Yes. But
ahead.
just
Flowers.
yeah, I want to just like give you your flowers right now, right here, while you can smell them for
Thank
like
you.
being committed to pushing the needle forward, however
Yeah.
you can, and like you ain't never really let shit stop you from doing that with everybody across the board, and like you epitomize that, behavior and that mindset. And
Thank
like,
you.
shout out to you. We see you. We love you.
Yes.
It's been
Big
a
hearts.
journey.
Big hearts.
You
Big
know-
hearts.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
You know what I'm saying? Like we wouldn't have been able to, because as a podcast, we've gone through a lot of changes and phases over the last 6 years.
Yeah.
And it's like every hurdle, obstacle we've gotten, we've jumped over that bitch and we keep going.
Yeah.
You know, we came up across a hurdle a couple years ago. Andre was right that helped us jump over that bitch.
Yeah.
And now we pushing forward.
And
Personal hurdles too.
we're
shit.
we're building our own hurdles. You know what I'm saying? To,
Yeah.
like, our own milestones to figure it out and get better. What really, I don't know, drew me. I don't want to make this about me, but what really drew me to working with the Yadda Yadda and working with you guys as a whole is because you guys had your own train and you just need a little oil. You had your own thing that you were doing already without me, which I appreciate. Like, I want to just be in support and like keep things moving. Add a caboose. Add other cars to the make it XL. You know what I'm saying? Be the solution. Be that band-aid that like people might need. So I knew that y'all were gonna get it regardless. I just wanted to be able to help in wherever I could. So that's why I really was like, fuck it, let's. Joe, what we doing? We
Yeah.
doing the Seinfeld shit? You need the.
Do black people watch Seinfeld, Joe?
Do we need the camera? How many cameras we need? We need better cameras. My whole shit got stolen in the time even working with y'all. So it's like things that people don't see that have gotten us here. I think. Is that on us to tell that, or I don't? I
mean,
think
'cause,
that-
like, to me,
it's not on some pity shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think, yeah, at the end of the day, it is up to us to be like River just did. I appreciate you, or like appreciate each other, because at the end of the day, all we got is each other. But at the end of the day, all you got is you, and you make the choice to show up.
Yeah.
Like you choose to be committed to these things, just like you choose your commitment to these things. And yeah, we take pride in what we do, but we not above what the actual goal is. You know,
Yeah.
nobody is out here trying to just feel their ego. You know, it's about us. We do it. We make this thing. We make it move, but
It
we
feels
also
about
want to
ego. I
make
would've
it
been
better.
gone.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if anybody is planning on doing like a podcast, I want y'all to be better than us,
Yeah.
or try to be,
Because
it's
or,
like,
be consistent.
yeah,
Like, because like I said, we've seen a lot of podcasts do what we try to do or do the same lane that we're in, but they don't make it to 50 episodes.
I think
we're on
it's
100.
important to note that a healthy infrastructure looks like a well-oiled machine, and a well-oiled machine require multiple moving parts that are all working together for one purpose. And
Yeah.
so, like, it require, actual journalistic media and visual media and production and, you know, like open mic settings and proper venues and all of these things, and people working together to make everybody look good and to make us have stories worth telling and, you know, stories worth watching. And so it's everybody, it's on all of us to like
Do our part.
make that shit better. Like we got to sharpen each other up.
It's an ecosystem
Tighten
for a
up.
reason. It's not just us.
Yeah, it's gonna take challenge and better standards, and I'm all for pushing for a better standard, but it's definitely a way to do shit.
Yeah.
And it's definitely like, you know, certain things you can't skip steps on. And ain't nobody gonna be able to read minds. At the end of the day, we
Yeah.
gotta learn how to communicate and talk to each other.
If you got a nigga number, text somebody or call them. The
Yeah.
line is
Yeah.
open for grievances.
Yeah, like that's
If I've been to your parents' house, I feel like we're pretty cool that you can just call me and or text me.
But also keep it like don't just because you have my number and have access to me, don't make it to where you don't interact with the content the same way because oh, that's Andre. I know him. I ain't gotta, you know.
yeah,
The comments are just as important as the support because that is the support. That's the free shit.
yeah, and that's
That's
like that shows outside like oh like people are engaging with this post.
Yeah,
What they talking about?
exactly.
Oh, they're talking about how shitty this journalist is. Like okay, cool.
Is
at
that
the,
what they
at
were
the
saying?
end of
though?
the day, it's like we not if don't nobody listen.
The
Yeah.
conversation definitely got a little lost, and it was on some like, well, that is the job of journalists, and that is the job of this exact platform. And it's like, well, yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, like we
It's-
doing our part.
We are, however we can, whenever we can.
What I had
Sorry.
to say was when people get interested, they're gonna be able to come to this platform and they're gonna be able to look.
Yeah,
and
like,
sift through
an
it and see
artist
the documentation
from Chicago actually reached out to us earlier this week because he's gonna be in town for a show in December, and he was like, "Yo, Kai Colors told me to reach out to y'all. Like, what's up?"
Shout out Kai Colors.
Yeah, shout out to Kyle, like shit like that. But then like now, if the artist looks at that latest post, he might not want to fuck with us because he just see people rallying against us all of a sudden.
Or,
But it's just like
I don't
I
think
mean,
it's that
that may
deep.
not be the case, but it's just like perception's everything.
Yeah, I mean,
And if this person's not from the city, he doesn't know about us, and he just sees like there's a much of backlash.
I
Joe
don't know if
Budden
there's
did not
backlash.
become Joe
it's
Budden
not
because he
really.
didn't
I don't
get
think
backlash.
it's. I don't think it's backlash. I think it's critique. I think it's expressing how people feel. Just like when it's in that manner, that's just how that shit go, or it looks a certain way. But at the end of the day, like it is what it is, and I'm not tripping. Like I know I believe in what we do, and I'm here to be better. I'm
Yeah.
here to grow every day, every week, and it take consistency and it take challenge.
Yeah,
So we up for the challenge.
and we always rise to the occasion one way or another. Like
Challenge accepted.
you feel me? It's like if it may not happen as fast as you want it to happen, but this is really all independent. This is all us doing this because we want to do it.
Yeah.
There's no money being funneled into this. No investors. It's just us.
Literally.
It's literally just us.
We bought every single thing.
Every equipment that we're using, like we bought, or
Yeah.
it's Andre's.
But
Yeah.
I don't even want to like
Help
at
us
a,
then.
at a certain point. It's like I'm not asking for that. Yeah, we won't help, but I'm not gonna be on here
Like
trying
begging.
to, yeah, or just trying to validate what we doing. Like we
It's already valid.
don't need any validation.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we just here to do what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look, we very good listeners. So
We want to
could just
cover
talk.
cool shit. We
Yeah.
want to talk about cool shit. We want
Have
to report
interesting
on cool
conversations. Like
we
everything
are
is the
limited.
conversation.
We are human.
I think he brought up the we own and the independent factor is because we're not answering to somebody. It's not a narrative that we're pushing that's sponsored by big dollars or hey, don't talk about them because you know we got money on the other side of the street, and it's not that. We talk about what we want to talk
like there's
about.
no editor,
And we're human.
there's no Jonah Jameson
That's what
above
I'm saying,
us,
bro.
We're human.
We humans. And it's
We're
like
human.
And if
we
there's
only got 2 eyes.
Yeah.
It's 5 of us, so it's like 10 eyes, but that's still only 10 eyes.
Yeah.
and
So
we're
it's
all
like-
busy, like we all have shit outside of here. Like
yeah,
you,
it be a lot
Andre,
of shit going on.
he manages like the most popping local clothing store in the city. Andre runs one of the most popular dating shows in the city, along with
Yeah.
Saber Mag and Streaming. River runs one mic stand. I have 4 different careers I do throughout the week. This is the only day I have off, and I do this shit on this day because I want to.
Yeah.
Like we all
You
are
don't even
busy.
watch the Chiefs.
You feel me? Like I do other
And
shit.
low key, like it get like
Literally.
that. But it's just I just want everybody to remember, and this is something that I always like hold in my heart, is that I don't know what it took for y'all to show up like how y'all show up. So I appreciate y'all being here, and I appreciate y'all giving y'all best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I'm gonna do the same. And
And hopefully, you know, I know as long as we know we're giving our best, we can live with that at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think just to wrap on some producer shit, send all the hate my way. Do it.
Send it to Andre.
Yeah, but on the post.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's on the post, like, fuck Andre, I hate this shit. Like, on Problem, we get more like negative comments
Then
than
people actually
positive
like our conversations.
because that shit sticks, right?
Yeah.
So we can OxyClean that shit up in the content. Get messy in the comments. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's just a conversation. It's just discourse
literally.
Hey yo,
about music.
y'all been seeing the random little comment sections in weird places on the internet where it'll just be like, not today, Diddy. No, Diddy. Nope.
Yeah, those are
Diddy.
bots.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What
That
does
shit
that
weird.
So that
mean?
is a thing. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you were saying I haven't noticed
Yeah.
that.
They'll be on ads. And it'll be
Mhm.
like,
It's always
not
on an
today,
ad.
Diddy. Yeah.
Or it'll be this weird thing where it's like, please like this so I can come back to this video. Please like this. Like
Like,
this.
not
so I can
today,
come
Diddy.
back. Like, what the fuck?
Like,
Yeah.
that's
shit
funny.
weird.
Somebody started a whole bot just to stop Diddy.
Don't comment that shit.
Not today, Diddy. But yeah. So yeah, that's just our piece on that whole situation.
Did you get it all off? Did you get, hold on, ISO. Did
like
you
a
get
breath?
it all off, Joe?
Breath of fresh air.
I mean, I feel great. Like, I don't feel no way about like what was said. Mostly just I felt just how it
Just
went
how it
about,
was
because
at.
it's like, I know you have my, like, we are like, I thought we were cool. Like, if I pissed you off enough, like, you could call me and be like, hey, dog, we need to talk about this, or like that. But then like it started getting messy when you start dragging other people that aren't in this conversation into the conversation. Like, why are you tagging Jazz in this? She's obviously in Ireland doing great things, but now you trying to get her involved in this shit that she's not even involved in. And now you're trying to make it a problem between me and Jazz for some reason. Like, it's because I haven't gotten the chance to talk about Jazz in Ireland, that I don't think she's doing great things. I was gonna do that today, and now it's gonna be a little weird when I do it
Because it's gonna look like in spite of the fact.
yeah, and that was never like.
I understand
now,
that
now you're
regard.
taking Jazz's moment away for us to celebrate it because you made it about you in this weird way. And then like Kemet, I didn't know he was doing that stuff. I wish I would have known in a better way, but it's unfortunate I found out in that interaction like that. But like I'm happy that he's doing that. Like, salute to him. Like, hopefully we could do something to help build that with him.
Doesn't that work two ways though? Because if it's, hey, y'all don't know about this concert that's getting put on in here, it's like, well, why not reach out to the only Kansas City hip hop platform
Andre, don't even get me started.
I will say there are
has
times
been.
where people will text me. I always try and be like, I can't make it, or just be honest.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm not gonna show up to something,
Yeah.
but
We could have done a cool little ad read.
That's the
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
infrastructure shit though. You gotta like do your part on like getting that shit out there.
Yeah.
And like when you're an artist and you about to release an album, you go on a press run and you
Yeah.
go and you talk to the people who you know gonna circulate the information about what you're trying to get out there. So it's like you gotta, that's the well
Or,
moving machine.
I mean,
it's about that
honestly,
and you know-
sometimes
ahead.
you don't got no press run. You're gonna have to go shop it around.
No, we talking about niggas who got money.
Oh well,
Right, I'm talking about like
niggas
if
who got money.
if you upset that something's not getting shared, you know, if it's like, oh, y'all not covering this, like y'all don't know about this, okay, nigga, tell me.
Yeah.
Like, how else I'm
If
gonna
there's
know?
something going on in the city that you think I should have attention on, let me know, and I'll
Right.
be like, okay, I'm gonna tap in.
It's
see
a
what they
lot
doing.
of shit.
It's
like,
a quick it's an easy conversation we
Mhm.
could have. It didn't need to go the way it did. And like, it was just disappointing that somebody actually tried to publicly shame me like that in front of
It was
everybody.
a little off topic and off context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it
From
wasn't like
from
you were
what
trying to
you were
hold me
saying.
accountable for whatever misinterpretation you took my words as, but you were just like trying to shame me in front of everybody.
So what were you saying when you said that?
So in the video, with just a little context,
The original context.
we were talking about Fat Tone and his legacy.
Well, I was making the case to say that we need to be telling our stories more, because I remember like doing research on Fat Tone and like look up Kansas City hip hop documentary, and like the shitty VCR footage is enough to where if a nigga really wanted to break it down, like there's this one YouTube channel, no free promo, but it's called Swamp Stories.
Okay.
And they'll talk about Boosie
Shout out
and all
Doechii.
these different things, you know what I'm saying? So that could easily happen in Kansas City. There's just not like an active gang street life culture momentum bus that people can catalog right now.
Yeah, and
But
thankfully
it's
I
happened
don't.
in the past though.
Yeah, like, but we saw where that led the scene. Like
But I'm just
a
saying
lot of
that-
them dudes didn't make it past that decade.
I'm just saying cataloging our stories in
Yeah.
general.
Okay,
And
yeah.
it started from a street perspective.
Yeah.
So that's what Joe was attesting
That's
to.
why I said I don't think we have the best stories, so they don't put us in a great light, because I'm talking about Fat Tone.
Yeah.
And his legacy.
Yeah.
In that story and how that ends. And it's like, you know, like I don't know, and that's why I said I don't know how far Fat Tone's reach goes outside of Kansas City.
Yeah.
That's what I was referring to. So I wasn't saying Kansas City as a whole doesn't have best stories, but it's like the stories that we do have that are semi-popular to an extent.
In a street perspective,
Yeah.
under the street umbrella.
Yeah, under the street umbrella.
Yeah.
But it's like, how much does our street lore expand past the city?
But I'm saying though, like,
Right.
you cut my part out about mob
Sorry,
shit.
it was time shit.
I know. But
It's in the full video though.
Yeah, in mob shit. Yeah, check out the full video, fucker. With mob shit though, before Las Vegas was what Las Vegas has become, Kansas City was the most west that you can go without like having to deal with a lot of eyes and jurisdiction, because you know Cali 3 strikes you're out. Like, but Kansas City, all that time before Las Vegas was going down and getting lit,
we were
that spot out west. So I think those stories matter. That's not like inherently hip hop, but I think
part of the
OG Sin City.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And then like also there was like a part of lore that kind of goes into the Fat Tone shit. So like, you know, the rumor was the time that Fat Tone was retaliation for Mac Dre's passing.
Yes.
And so Kansas City, once Fat Tone died, Kansas City really turned into a no-fly zone for the Bay Area. So like when artists would try to come out here and do shows that were from the Bay, like that shit would get shot up immediately. So it got to the point where Bay Area rappers really didn't want to come out here.
Yeah.
Like we shut that shit down immediately. So the fact that we're able to have a prosperous relationship today speaks like volumes of how far we've come as a city with the Bay. But it just sucks that it got to that point. And like being from Kansas City, one thing I do dislike about our history is that, you know, Mac Dre died here, but we also celebrate Mac Dre like he's one of our own.
Yeah.
So it's always been kind of like a weird contradiction for me as a Kansas Citian. And not saying I'm not blaming like the city for him dying here or like whatever, because the story did get busted and it had nothing to do with Fat Tone. Like the promoter from Kansas killed him. So, allegedly. No, actually, I think it got solved. No one was arrested, but Passion of the Week did a great article breaking it down, like what actually happened to Mac Dre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a video on it and it was just
like the promoter didn't want to pay him.
The word janky promoter or the term janky promoter doesn't even do this justice. It's like
dude killed him because he didn't want to pay Mac Dre the money.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Because he paid him for a walkthrough and he wanted him to perform. And no.
It's like the ESTG shit when they was like, they only paid me for a walkthrough. Like they wanted me to perform, but I told them, yeah, if you give me like 30 G's that I need to perform, I'll do it. The promoter here couldn't do it. So ESTG did the walkthrough in the club, left, and everybody got pissed off because the promoter never told nobody that it was just a walkthrough. They thought he was performing.
That's fucking crazy.
You remember that in 2020?
Well, yeah, I remember that. But just the whole idea
of Kansas City special.
I mean,
that's during that time.
Promoters?
No, the walkthrough performance.
Yeah.
Remember 42 Doug didn't even come out here?
Like, bro.
He was in Miami on a jet ski.
It seems like a scam for sure.
Yeah.
But
I mean, people look at it and kind of feel like it's
at the end of
desperation.
I think we are in a transitional period. I feel like I've been saying this for a few years. Like things are growing here. And transitions are hard. Change is hard.
Growth is hard.
And you gotta keep.
And I think
forward.
that's cool. Like the thing about that's cool to build off that is that we're seeing that just like in the hip hop music landscape right now, people going through these growing pains in real time, like artists showing us their growth in real time and what comes with that, and like the pain that comes with that, because you're trying to become
show us your pain.
You're trying to become something like become
it.
Your next phase of growth. And growth can be uncomfortable sometimes. And artists are putting that in the forefront so we can all have the strength to keep growing as people, even if it may be tough at times.
Well, yeah, I'm not disappointed in terms of where the conversation went. I know you guys are and have like strong feelings about it. I think that if it would have just been refocused to what was actually the point of the conversation, and that we were talking about street shit, we don't have no street niggas really doing that.
We don't have a Big Meech story.
Exactly. We don't have that. So,
and it's not a bad thing we don't.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing we don't have a bunch of young teenagers out here catching fire off street shit.
That's
we don't need that.
We don't.
Like everybody that did that in Chicago didn't make it out outside of 3 people we discussed.
Yeah.
Well, also though, we don't have anything on the scale of Big Meech. There are people out here doing things that, you know, could be correlated in like a whole story that could be made and like shown of what's happening and people who are making things, but it doesn't highlight our city or do anything for those people or like for that art and for the needle we trying to push forward.
Yeah.
We about art, man.
Exactly.
We about art. We're not saying that we don't have any good artists or we don't have talented artists or the artists that have been making stuff isn't noteworthy or credible or valid. We're not saying that at all. What Joe was really saying is that there's no street shit. Like, and if we do promote that street shit, like the example that I brought up was the war in Chirac. If we do bring that up, niggas will just start doing drills just to get lit.
And like we don't need that.
No,
like they've been doing that in New York for like the last 4 years, and that shit's horrible.
K-Flock is never coming home. He did a drill in a Amiri suit.
I don't know who that is.
The only nigga who can afford it is the nigga rapping K-Flock.
Like my homie Doms was telling me last night because we listened to the Ferg album and Didi Osama's on there, and he was like, "Yeah, Didi Osama's the guy that got popping because his brother died, and they made like a meme song out of it. The rival gang that killed him." Yeah. I was like, "Oh, that's him," because I remember him showing me that like 2 years ago,
bro. And then when you do research on this stuff, not to harbor on this, but it's like these kids be like 11, 12, like living in infamy because they got killed and now they smoking on whoever. It's like, come on.
Like the craziest thing about like learning about the Chirac history, especially I think through that King Von shit, was learning that Tuka, they're smoking on Tuka shit.
That's what
I didn't know. Tuka was like only 13, 14 years old.
Exactly, bro.
So I was like, yo, I didn't know how like deep it went.
Yeah.
And so like when you see how deep it goes, it's like, yeah, bro, I'm glad we don't have none of that here.
Yeah.
We don't need that here. You shouldn't have to go those links to blow up as a music artist.
Bro, Jacksonville? We talking about Ace
Florida's going crazy. Young Ace-Teen or whatever.
Yeah, Young and Ace and Julio Fulio.
Yeah, like that took a whole crazy turn.
Something like that.
That's not lit. They're not even here to enjoy any success that they had.
So the main source of the conversation was about street shit. We're not saying that young niggas ain't talented. We know that. Is then what? You know what I'm saying?
Well, in addition, it's also like there is fact and truth without questioning that people outside of Kansas City, people on a national or like global scale aren't necessarily interested in the stories that we have to tell or what we are telling right now. And like, that's where we come in with trying to create that, like trying to fill that, you know, like we pushing the needle fucking forward.
Yeah. That's a valid criticism, all you can
do. What? It is valid.
The how do you hook people in that have no tie to Kansas City?
Yeah.
I think that's a different conversation in terms of that conversation doesn't need to be questioning the integrity of the platform. The question should just be like, hey, have you ever looked at these platforms? I like how they take something that you would never even consider to even watch or to consume. You could probably use it on how you spend things, just like how we clip up the problem shit with like that's academics-esque. You know what I'm saying? Like use other people's
now I'm clipping yada yada shit like Saber.
Literally. So it's like it works in tandem. Don't bring a problem without bringing a solution.
Right. Well, and people are going to the media and finding these artists and like reading these things to go to that artist and find more shit. So if we don't have enough things to cover, or if there isn't like enough for somebody to go off of an interview and then find all this music or really like have an artist to follow, then like what's the point? You know, you gotta that's a part of doing the work and working with us. So like
help us
out.
Like
you do your part, we do our part, and hopefully, you know, we can help get your music and your story out there to whoever wants to hear it.
Because look, I'm an asshole. I don't give a fuck if we friends, man. I treat this shit like the hippo and the bird. The hippo got to roll and the bird got to roll. The bird will pick the shit up off the hippo's back, and then that hippo will protect the bird if any predators come through, bro.
What? That's not the...
What an analogy.
That's talking about. It's
I
know it's like a parable, but I know
we don't have to be the same thing for the ecosystem to work.
We not gonna be the same thing for the ecosystem to work.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not an artist, so I don't care to be buddy with niggas. That's what I'm saying.
Andre been telling me that like since we started. We're saying stop being friends.
But no. Stop worrying about if they're your friend or not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
it's like my goal isn't to shit on artists. Like
No.
that's not what I got. I don't even want to get. I don't want to blow up off that because that we could easily blow up just off being those kind of people. But
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. Like that's not a genuine way to go about handling what we handle.
And that shit boring.
Yeah,
That shit is just boring.
because that shit will just
I
consume you.
hate. If it's one thing I hate is complaining. Honestly,
Who are some people that you guys do want to work with, or that you are?
Oh.
who are some people that you do hate and you do want to complain
bring
about?
up the hating you.
Honestly, let's
5
just-
a.m. still hating on shit.
Y'all know
10
I'm
in
a
the
hater,
evening,
so
still
shit.
hating
I don't
on
give
shit.
a fuck.
Bro, I don't like.
I mean,
We can get into
I'm
it.
not buddy with no niggas.
It's like to work with actually. So
from here, or from
Just off some like, because I know from a personal standpoint why we ain't really like been interview heavy like we have in the past or whatever. It's been a weird fucking year, like personal and otherwise. So it's like we haven't been moving at the rate that we have in the past, or I know we want to. And so just for those out there who like may feel salty or may feel like we not moving at the rate or, you know, doing what we need to be doing, who is it that y'all know that you want to work with or that we
yeah,
have
put
been
it in the
plotting on?
comments.
No,
Like,
I'm asking y'all, like,
well,
me,
shit.
I would.
you
I
plotting
want
on?
y'all to put some shit in the comments. Like,
Let us know if there's artists in the city you want to see us tap in with.
Yeah.
Ronnie Zebo said this is a great combo.
Yes.
Shout out Ronnie Zebo.
Shout
man.
out Ronnie, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for tuning in, Robbie. He just subscribed to us like a week ago. So
Ronnie, that's who
someone we can interview.
performs-
He performed
Ronnie,
at
yeah,
Swaptober.
Swaptober.
Yep.
yeah.
We got to meet him in the fucking green room after the fact. Super cool dude.
Nice.
Yeah, he was
Shout out
nice.
Ronnie, man. I would like to really do some work with Gabe from
Yeah.
BSK. She has just been phenomenal since I've really dove into BSK's music and just heard what her role was in the group, what she's contributed, and just even her solo music on BSK.
It's giving superstar.
Yeah, immediately. So I would love to just that whole collective. We've already tapped in with Ty and Paris before. Gabe's the only one we haven't got a chance to talk to or work with, and I would really like to just lock in with that collective in turn if we're gonna like outside of interview stuff.
Man, there's a lot of people I want to work with, or
Well,
that I
just
have
like who you
ideas
know you
for.
plotting on in like upcoming, you know.
I definitely want to do some shit with Code Red somehow,
Me too.
and I want to do some shit like that get artists mixed in with different producers.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm just saying I want to make an album,
Mm-hmm.
kind of, because that's
Everybody
like,
wants us
or
to make
just
an
like
album again.
A&R album. Because
Yeah.
there's certain people that I want to just see them work together.
Mm-hmm.
Where I want to, I just want to see some cool shit.
Yeah, like I would love to see. I meant to say this when we were talking about the BSK album last time and talking about their solo careers, what they're going to do going forward. But I would really, just based off what I've heard them do for a Paris Williams joint in Paris, like what he's about to put out, I would love to see the producing team, The Human, which is Ty Faison and I believe Adichie, if I remember correctly. I would like to see them work with like Ashawn on music, because I think their sound right now is like, I think up to the quality of Ashawn's rapping ability.
Sean just send me some shit.
Yeah, listen, man. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Y'all probably got the artists in the city got like a year to make some shit happen, because what's gonna drop a year from now.
Now, Joe.
Like the attention on the city.
Hold on, Joe.
Nah, I'm saying I heard some shit.
Hold on,
I
Joe.
heard some
Put
music.
a timeline
Hold
on
on,
them.
Joe.
Yada yada.
Because the last time you put a timetable on niggas,
What happened?
that nigga went right back into the house.
Oh.
We live. Should I say it?
Nah, you
No.
don't got
Okay,
to. You don't need
alright,
to.
alright.
It's gonna get messy.
Alright,
You
alright,
don't need to do
alright,
all that. But like,
All right.
I'm just saying, I heard music. I heard music on Friday from an artist in the city. There's levels to it now. So I think everybody's got to take this year to really level up and step up their music
Hey,
side.
we got a month left. Step it up, nigga.
Step it up, like it's gonna get hot.
No, don't put timelines on these niggas.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
gonna,
'Cause I'm just-
if there's one thing artists struggle with is deadlines.
Yeah,
Hey,
like-
I'm always late.
Yeah, but so
No, I don't want to work with nobody.
Just,
Just give me the money.
just hand me the check and walk away.
Literally. I'll
But,
figure it out.
Yeah, so listen, I just heard some music. I don't think he wants me to say his name, so I won't say it. I'll tell y'all after the show. But you know, he played me some shit on Friday, and I was like, yeah, this is he really leveled up, and I'm excited to see him take this next leap, and how I'm excited to see even more how he's gonna present it.
Shit.
And then I also heard another unreleased project last night from another artist
Industry
in the city.
Joe.
From another artist in the city. And this shit is different. Like this person's out of here once this drops, because this is not like a Kansas City project. This is a project for the world.
Somebody texted me over the past week, and they were like, "Hey, let me know if y'all got this text. Hey, my single's dropping. You mind buying it on iTunes?"
No.
And I was like, "Can you send me a preview, a snippet, or something? Can I know what I'm buying before I buy it?"
I know
'Cause the
Andre not about to avoid saying the name.
Because the last time I did this, the last time I bought a single from Shaw, I didn't
Hey,
like the song that
hey,
came with it.
You didn't like Honest? Dog, that shit went number 3
Yeah, because he told people
on
to
the
buy it.
R&B. How else you gonna get people to buy music these days? People will stream a song for you, but buying is like a whole nother commitment.
I know. I did it.
Good. You got it. You help us get to number 3 that year.
But no.
you spent the
Did y'all get that text?
I didn't get a text, but I definitely know something's coming soon, and I know it's gonna be cute, and I don't know how much I can say, but I know I'm in that bitch.
Oh yeah.
Video vixen. It's giving.
Oh shit.
My shit is just like, bro, show me something. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't like
Oh, he gonna show you something.
show me something, bro.
Just
Said,
wait.
yo,
Just
would you
wait.
be down to pre-order my new single?
Who? Oh, that's what he said to you?
Yeah.
Did you pre-order it?
No. I didn't respond. But I don't be responding to niggas.
Andre,
That's a
I
personal
love
fault.
Andre,
Honestly,
bro.
I have the same problem.
I have a personal fault with that. But like,
You're great, Andre.
because I'd be responding in my head and then just be like, you know,
Yeah.
you got to really like come back to like double that. If you really want me to do something.
I also view all conversations with people as an ongoing conversation.
Yeah.
And it's like, unless we definitively end this conversation, like, it's just ongoing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you up, and we're just gonna continue.
Don't get mad at me, please.
It could be 40 years.
Charge it to my my brain, not my heart.
You know,
Charge it to hyper capitalism and consumerism and all this extra bullshit we got.
Overstimulation.
I'm overstimulated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
I be high.
that shit be getting on my nerves.
Okay.
Everybody be getting overstimulated.
It's true though.
I do get I get mad anxiety.
Y'all seen that thing where it's like
Wait, I didn't
you-
get to say who I want us to work with, and I just
Okay,
want to put
yeah,
out
go
there
ahead,
that
go.
I definitely am manifesting the Yadda Yadda working with Saving Miles Lemon. They so fucking good.
Oh, the
Who?
band?
The band Saving Miles Lemon.
That's you said that's Paris's band too, right?
I
or
don't
like they
even
do
know.
I don't
work
know
with
if
them?
it's
They were
got
at
a
a
song
show.
together.
Oh, they got a song together?
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
y'all see Don Lemon left Twitter.
Who's Don Lemon?
He's the CNN dude.
CNN dude who got fired randomly.
He willingly stepped down from Twitter.
Yeah, a lot of celebrities are leaving Twitter.
Oh, like he got off of the app.
Yeah, 'cause
Twitter.
they do it.
They're putting out that statement, you know, with their face, and it looked like they passed away. Like they photo be faded in the top right or top left.
I wish that people would perform activism at things that actually make a difference.
Like the money that all these rich people have that are stepping away, they can create their own platform.
Oh,
Remember when everybody had their
trying
own
to hurt
websites?
Elon? That's what.
Well, no,
people
because
are doing?
Elon Twitter just rolled out new terms of service, and now going forward after November 15th, anybody that chooses to use the Twitter platform is giving up their royalty rate. It's like royalty free. Pretty much everything you pump into Twitter is now going to AI, and they're using everything that is pumped into Twitter going forward, content, tweets, whatever, to help build up their AI system.
Well, I thought
Man, we
I
gonna
knew
build
that was
AI
always
off
his-
of Twitter.
Yeah,
I knew
We're
that
not gonna feed AI books or nothing.
Just so you guys
like,
know,
that
it
was-
take AI hella fucking water to run. So don't use that shit. It's fucking lame. Just be an artist, be a human, and
But
make
yeah,
your
so
own
any-
shit.
that shit was always the goal, bro.
any
Why
piece
would
of
he
content
buy?
you put onto Twitter is now going to be used to help train their AI system and build it up.
Weird.
So all that, and it's all free content. So essentially,
Well,
that's why people are also leaving Twitter
I'm
now.
glad I'm developing my own app that doesn't steal people's information.
Yeah.
Big purr plug.
Saber app coming soon.
But all right, man, let's talk some music.
Yeah, man, we were on that for about 45
I
minutes.
know we only
Jesus,
said 10 minutes.
somehow. Yeah.
I said I cut it in half.
but I actually multiplied it by 8.
By like
That's Midwest time.
yeah.
No, for real. That's Andre time right there. 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be
I'm
there in
down the
5
street.
minutes. 30 minutes later. Hey, y'all, I'm outside.
Down the street.
But
5 minutes later, I'll be there in
5 minutes. 5 hours later, I'll be there in 5 minutes. But this was actually a pretty good weekend for music. Actually, a lot of low key, some heat dropped this weekend.
What you been listening to?
So I've been listening to the new Maxo Cream album.
Maxo.
And it's called Personification. And I think this is also like a continuation of just like that reoccurring theme of artists just kind of being more vulnerable in their music. Because like on the cover art, it's a picture of Maxo looking into a mirror, but there's 3 mirrors, and each mirror has a different version of him. You have like the Crip version, you have the father version, and you have the rapper version. And that's kind of like a reoccurring theme on this album, is him kind of giving you all his sides of a person. And like the storytelling from Maxo has always been A1, and somehow I feel like he just leveled up that aspect of his talents even more on this project, especially like with the first 5 tracks, where it's kind of talking about him getting into the gang life and talking about like his big homie, how it set him up, and was sending him to do pretty much crash outs that he wouldn't do. And that's when he realized like my big homie really is the hoe. But like how he tells it,
yeah, I saw that.
yeah,
I saw that
the pocket
video.
he catches on that is amazing. Like I'm hearing Maxo Cream on production that I feel like I haven't heard him on before, and how he's able to just effortlessly catch these pockets and flows and make it feel so organic. Like Maxo is super impressive. And on top of that, Maxo is really a great ass rapper.
Great storyteller.
Yeah, amazing storyteller, amazing rapper, because he could tell you stories, but also deliver punchlines that make you go, oh fuck, like you were actually still rapping though. Like even though you're telling us a story, you can still throw in punchlines and metaphors that make us still tune into like what you're saying. And so I think it's just been pretty cool, like just seeing Maxo level up like this, like because every song here is actually really, really fire. Like I grew to love Crack Era with Tyler a lot.
Oh, wow.
Talking in Screw with Mexican OT is pretty good. Banging the Bus is great. Trigger Man with Denzel Curry as an outro is A1. He said, Jigga Man, because I serve H to the Izzo. Like Maxo Cream, turn it up. He been low-key having a great year, and I'm glad to see it, climax with this album right here. Because I think this is a great way to just kind of solidify like who he is as an artist right now. And I wanted to ask y'all something because I saw this on Dead End Hip Hop. So I watch a lot of Dead End Hip Hop. And one thing they did a while ago was they was doing like brackets of like top 25 rappers from the South type shit, right? They were doing from all the coasts and regions. And so I think they did top 20, top 25 rappers from the South, and they did it in like a college basketball bracket, right? They had Maxo Cream on there. And I thought that was interesting. So I was like, is Maxo Cream really like a top 25 Southern rapper of all time? And that's what I was thinking about when I was listening to this album and listening to it. I said, you know what? He really just might be that great because his discography has always been really good. His music's always been really solid. He raps extremely well. And I was like, you know what? I think I might give it to him because I think there was only 3 or 4 Houston rappers in the bracket. It was like Scarface, I think Chameleonaire, Paul Wall, and then Maxo Cream.
In the bracket
For the best Southern rappers.
the top 5.
Nah. So it was like top 20 or top 25.
Yeah.
So it was like people from Atlanta, Florida.
Oh, so
Texas.
it was like the entire South.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So when I saw Maxo Cream made that list, I was like, oh, is he that nice? Because I thought he was, but this album really showed me he is that nice.
Did he? It just gave all time.
Yeah.
Like from each region.
Yeah.
Region. I don't know. I feel like I might only listen to like 5 Texas artists that I would like can truly consider like hip hop artists,
Mm-hmm. Of being on that caliber.
Yeah. Damn, I'm trying to think. Does Travis count? Was Travis
on there? Travis was on there. Isaiah Rashad was on there. Denzel Curry, Scarface, T.I. I think Ludacris, Andre 3000, of course, Big Boy. But I think only 3 actually like 3 or 4 from Texas made it. Maxo Cream, Travis Scott. I want to say Chameleonaire and Paul Wall.
No Bun B or
I don't think Bun B made it.
So nobody from UGK made it.
I can't remember. I want to say Pimp C made it. But I can't remember off the top of my head.
Why do we have to make lists for everything?
It just makes it interesting.
Yeah, I guess it
and it's just fun discourse.
I don't know, man.
But so you haven't got a chance to listen to it yet?
No, I haven't listened to that quite yet.
I think you'll fuck with it.
We need a chat for like producer note topic, like music to listen to, homework.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely just
Because I be
getting
letting
in my
Joe
own
ISO.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, I could do it, but
Yeah, Joe's picks.
you feel yeah, like
I
another.
got homework
I
for
just
y'all.
be slower. Like it take me longer to digest albums.
Yeah.
Because like I'm still listening to the Conductor Williams shit or the West Side Gun shit.
Yeah.
Like I be in that bad.
Oh yeah, we finally got to listen to the West Side Gun album. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
I thought that shit was like a lot better than I was expecting it because I'm not the biggest West Side Gun fan, but when he does do shit that I like Pray for Paris.
It's wrestling, bro. He's the heel.
Yeah, like and especially since watching that Vince McMahon documentary, I've gotten more like back into wrestling and just like that energy. So like now being in that bag and hearing this West Side Gun album that has Sid Vicious on the cover, like that made me more interested in what he was doing on this project.
Yeah.
And I think I like the way West Side's rapping. I like all the features. Like listening to this album just kind of made me a little bit annoyed with Freddie Gibbs because that petty shit really ruined a lot of good music for us.
Yeah. I mean, you really like Freddie Gibbs' album though, too, huh?
Yeah. And like I like what Griselda does and I like what Freddie does. And in that time period where they were working all together, like that was a lot of great music that came from that because it just made too much sense.
Yeah.
It just
watch out for
creatively it just
Babies
made
and
way too
Food.
much sense. Benny,
Maybe that's why they it
Too
fell
much
out because
alike.
it was too
it's like you're hogging my lane.
Nah.
not even that. It's like the magnets are too close. You know what I'm saying?
Like they're trying to
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, what do you think of the Conductor album?
The Conductor, I love that shit.
Yeah, right. The
I'm
Rome
not-
Street song
I'm
went crazy.
Hella excited that he's gonna win a Grammy.
Oh yeah, he got
Nah, maybe
nominated.
not. I don't.
I
Who's
forgot.
who's in the category.
All right, so best rap album. It's Might Delete Later,
Alligator bites never you.
Alligator Bites, We Don't Trust You.
I think it's the best producer. That's what we're talking about.
Is it best
No,
producer?
it was like for a song. I don't know how many nominations he got. I know one was for the J. Cole
shit.
song. Yeah.
I mean the song itself not nominated. The album is.
Oh, so it's the whole album.
Yeah, but he only since he had a production credit on there, he
A
gets
part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, he gets the.
Got you.
Plus, he produced one of the singles to it as well. The one where he's riding around Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he got a nomination off that. So it's like that J. Cole, Alligator Bites Never Heal, Future and Metro. What else is on that motherfucker? Andre, what else is on there?
I'm looking up. I'm looking.
I want to say, the Common and Pete Rock album.
We still don't trust you.
Not the other one. We don't trust you. What is that fifth album?
Conductor Williams, his name's John. I like Conductor better. I thought that was his name.
You thought Conductor was his first name?
It's like that
thought it
podcast.
was- I always know him as
Never
D.
mind.
Will.
Complete list. Grammy nominations.
Best rap album. What is it?
You got it.
You going for best rap album?
Yeah. Like what's the cat? What's the five?
Hold up. Scrolling down to it.
Producer of the Year nominations. Here it is.
Okay.
Alyssa, Durntz, D. Mile, Emile, the second, Ian
Wait, you gotta say which album there.
Fitchuk. No, these are just producer
Oh.
of the year. They got a new category. They got their own shit.
Oh.
Um,
So it doesn't say what
Mustard
for- okay,
and
let's see.
Daniel Negro.
Interesting. Metro Grammy?
No, they didn't. Yeah, and Conductor didn't get producer of the year.
Yeah, I know he wasn't nominated for that.
He's gonna get Grammy credit for a song he produced being on an album
Yeah.
that is getting a Grammy.
Yes, that's why he's nominated.
That's tough. I don't know if Cole gonna get that one.
Nah. Well, who's on the list?
Doechii.
That shit should
Doechii is definitely gonna get the Grammy.
There's another album on there that I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's gonna win.
Fucking frightening.
What is this? What is this motherfucker?
That's disrespectful to hip hop, bro.
Oh my fucking god! Come on.
Should have been deleted.
All
later.
right, let's get this shit out the way.
Just search hip hop.
God damn, it's so hot. in
Yadda
here.
Yadda will also be working with Conductor Williams.
Yes.
Mark my
The
word.
future.
Okay, here it is. I got it
You
right
ready
here.
to
Look at
sit
this.
down
All
for
right.
that interview.
So it's the Death of Slim Shady, the Eminem album, Alligator Bites Never Heal, Doechii, Might Delete Later, J. Cole, The Auditorium Volume 1, Common P. Rock, We Don't Trust You, Future Metro Boomin.
I think Doechii's gonna win.
I think it's lined up best for her to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I
Is
can also
there-
I can also see them giving it to Eminem just off legacy, but I would rather see Doechii win. I think she definitely deserves that.
She has the best rap album of the year.
Right.
Yeah.
period.
And
But
then
I'm thinking that like, there's no reason why Schoolboy Q shouldn't be up there over J. Cole.
yeah, I would
Yeah,
because
Blue
that
Lips.
J. Cole album is not even an album.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It's just a mixtape, which is
disrespectful.
great. You know that he was able to get a mixtape project nominated for a Grammy.
So did Doechii though.
Yeah,
Did Schoolboy Q land? Did Schoolboy Q album land like all these albums landed?
Did My Delete Later land?
Definitely.
yeah.
not.
My
It
Delete
did.
Later did
It
land when it
landed,
first
bro.
dropped.
Yes, it did, man.
It did.
The song that landed got deleted.
Yeah,
So fuck that album.
but I mean, before all of that happens, right? Before that whole situation happened, people fucked with Mike Delete Later. They fucked with it heavy.
It
was the
last song that fucked it up.
Yeah, and then like that's when people were like, "Ooh!" But then once
So-
he
so
deleted
you're
it and
telling
did
me-
all that shit, then everybody was off it.
So you told me for 3 days the motion was so heavy on this album because
That
it
this nigga
dropped.
get a Grammy
It
nod?
dropped within the week. You saying that wave was so heavy that it dropped? He then performs at Dreamville, takes it down that weekend. That wave was that heavy for him to get a Grammy nomination, and niggas was fucking with it that much.
I'm not saying the wave was that
Fuck
strong. 'Cause
no.
The wave died after the Dreamville shit.
Also with Schoolboy
weak.
Q, his sales have been going down consistently each album. Even though the music is good, his album sales have been going down.
But I mean, you gotta look at if we're talking about album sales. I don't think Common and Pete Rocks did any better.
That's like a legacy pick.
I mean, same thing. Yeah.
You
How
know.
do they?
But that's all-
measure-
but that's
how do
also-
they measure the Grammy nods?
It's just a board of people, bro.
So
like,
it's just people voting,
and like
It's just different
Recording
industry people.
Academy.
just opinions.
and like we were
Yeah.
saying, they had to
okay,
they had to change their whole methodology after the Kendrick thing.
Yeah, it's
So now
probably like a
they-
debate in forensics judging. Like they have categories they judge based off, and they like rank things in ways.
y'all they should start telling us that
It's
shit.
probably AI now.
Shit, you ain't lying.
And what AI, bro, I feel like the AI we have isn't even like the AIs that we fear in the movies. I think it's just like versions of Google personified. You know what I'm saying?
I just thought AI was just gonna cross us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, I was gonna cross this.
Like the ones that we have access
jokes.
to.
That's
It's,
AI
hilarious.
is
I love
like
that.
Dr.
it's like a
Strange.
search engine that can respond.
Think so?
It's not,
Yeah, AI just like
as
figures
deeply
out all of the
as,
probabilities.
you know, like the Wally
think
shit
so,
or
that's
like
one.
it's yeah.
Shit. Got two
I
conversations.
imagine that the
I know.
rich niggas definitely got the real shit, but the shit we have access to is not on the 2001: A Space Odyssey where it's trying to kill you. And shit like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, he said not yet.
Right, I was literally about to say
Where it's
that.
talking back to you.
It's gonna be so-
Like, where did you go? Or it's gonna be like her.
Niggas are already on her. You see that 14-year-old?
Oh yeah, that's
I was gonna say
It's
by
so
time
unfortunate.
you how old are you now? 30.
yeah 30.
By time you're like 70 years old, you'll probably see some shit like that. You'll probably have
Hey,
like,
hold
a little
on.
robot in your crib, you know.
Hey, hold on.
Hey,
So,
grandpa, you need a robot to clean this shit up. You know,
hey,
like,
We already have robots.
Sure.
hey, I'm looking at.
you're gonna be like, hell no.
They got
Back
the
in my
Tesla bot.
day.
Hey, I'm looking at record of the year. Did y'all know the fucking Beatles got a record up for record of the year?
Yes.
How?
I don't know. That's like when Beyonce dropped Black Parade during the pandemic. It's like, bro, Beyonce fans was listening to this, but this shit wasn't widespread. Nobody
What-
really knew that.
What else is
song.
in that
Beyonce's
category?
So
fan
record
base
of the
is
year,
pretty
we got-
widespread.
We got Kendrick
So
Lamar.
are the Beatles.
Hey, motherfuckers, hold on.
Go ahead.
Save some air for the rest of us.
Oh, I'm weak. Yes, sir.
But we got record of the year. Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, The Beatles Now and Then, Beyonce's Texas Hold'em, Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso, Charlie XCX's 360, Billie Eilish's Birds of a Feather, Chappell Roan's Good Luck Babe, Taylor Swift and Post Malone's Fortnite.
It's gonna be Billie Eilish or Post Malone and Taylor on some white people shit.
And then it's also the same kind of category for Song of the Year. So you got Not Like Us, then you got Shabuzi, a bar song, Texas Hold'em again, Sabrina Carpenter's Please, 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 Billie Eilish's Birds of a Feather, Chappell Roan's Good Luck
What's
Babe,
the-
Taylor
what's-
Swift, Post Malone again, and then this time we got Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars, Die with a Smile.
What's the bar song?
The one that
someone roll me up a double cup. Is that
Yeah,
song?
pour me up.
Hey, fuck, hey, I said roll up.
Yeah,
That's
you a
what
stoner. Stoner.
I
life.
am. I'm ready to do it right
Rastafari.
now. Right now.
we started late today.
But shit.
So
I
I,
think-
I would
I need they not like us to take one of the categories.
yeah, especially it's gotta be either record of the year or song of the year. But I could I could
No.
also see them just giving it best rap song.
but
It's gonna only get best rap song. Huh? I think This is what I think is going to happen. They're going to give Billie Eilish the Birds of a Feather for Record of the Year.
Mhm.
They're going to give Song of the Year to an unknown. I think it's going to be that.
This
Chapo Rones.
If I could choose, it would be Shabuzi. But
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the duet song between Lady Gaga and
Bruno Mars.
I think that they're going to give it to them, bro.
I mean, apparently that song is like one of the fastest rising songs.
I
in
think it's
music
going to be
history.
them. And I think Not Like Us is just
Yeah.
going to be
That's
performers.
crazy how that it could be something so crazy like that.
Two
That happened with
Two
that
Americas.
We just don't know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think all right. So
Best New Artist, Chapel Roan.
back.
No.
On God.
Who
Or
else
Sabrina.
is in Best New Artist?
Sabrina
Sabrina
Carpenter or
Doja
Chappell
Cat.
Roan. Chappell
Don't you
Roan.
not on there?
No, she is.
She is, but she's gonna. They're
They
the
only
only
gonna
one
give her
she's
best
getting is
rap album.
They gonna give it to Sabrina. Sabrina got the
What kind of
whole-
people pleasing list is
She got
this?
Please.
We
and
about
the
to be
Espresso
disappointed.
song.
and everybody
Good
like her
catch.
too.
Yeah.
So
All right. So for best rap performances, this is a pretty stacked category. We got Not Like Us. We got Like That, Future and Kendrick. We got Enough by Cardi B, Common and Pete Rock, When the Sun Shines Again. We got Doechie's Nissan Altima, Eminem's Houdini, and Glorilla's Yeah Glow. I
wish it
I
was
really
Yeah
want
Glow.
Nissan Altima to win this because I think just off performing on a song, that's one of the best performances like all year, if not the best, in terms of just rapping.
Do you think if Not Like Us didn't come out this year, do you think you could make a case for Yeah Glow to win this, even if it was against the Nissan Altima?
Yeah, I think commercially there's an argument to be made about Yeah Glow winning because that was the song that kind of resurged Glorilla's Run Again,
Yeah.
and that was huge for her, and
Yeah.
she's been on fire ever since.
What is that?
What is that? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh no, you're talking about the what's that motherfucker?
What's that
Ooh.
song?
What's that? Her chest, ass, titties. Yeah, that's
Let
the
Her Cook. Is that the one?
Yeah,
Let her cook.
Let it. Nah,
Let Her Cook.
that's
It's
one.
not it?
We just started playing that. Nah, this one I'm thinking of is I think it's called What You Know About. It's got Sexy Red on it, and
What You Know About
they're
It.
rapping over Wipe Me Down.
Yeah.
It's that one.
Man, I wish.
Wait, Sexy Red not nominated for nothing?
Mm-mm. Well, they
Don't
gonna
look at me like that.
Well, they
Like
gonna
she
put
ain't
Booty
fuck-
Hole Brown on there.
I mean, shit,
That
bitches
was a
was
year
rapping
ago.
That was a
that.
year ago. Okay.
It was?
Y'all gotta get some of
Booty
that
hole brown.
She
gonorrhea.
got chlamydia. flavor.
What?
Y'all
Oh yeah, and it was
gotta get some of that
it
gonorrhea.
was
That
booty
yellow
juice
discharge.
and, like,
Gonorrhea, yellow discharge.
What
Yeah.
kind of
That shit
makeup
just
line
remi-
is that?
That shit just reminds me of the Tropic Thunder where he had Booty Sweat and Bust a Nut Bar.
Yeah. Hey, you want to
Like,
bust
what
a
if we even
nut?
do- that was written by a white person. This is what they think of. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wait, Tropic Thunder was win by
I mean,
a white
Ben
Erykah
person?
Stiller.
Badu's Coochie.
I
Hey,
do,
dog,
I
give-
love Tropic
give-
Thunder. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
give
Like,
Ben Stiller. Don't try to slight Ben Stiller.
but I'm saying that was seen as such a parody that we couldn't even.
But it was a
grasp it.
parody in a parody, Andre. The whole movie's a parody.
We're living in it, Joe. That's what I'm saying.
But not in 2009, we weren't.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Bust the nut bar, bro.
it was a
That's
simple.
You want some booty sweat?
it's a booty sweat, bro.
Yeah.
That's prime.
That is.
Anyway,
Let's see. What?
best solo perform. Oh, what is that? Country.
country, you got best rap song. Y'all said Kendrick for that, right?
Well,
think,
this one's different. That
best
was rap
rap song,
performance.
yeah.
This is best rap song, so it's still like that. Asteroids by Rhapsody, Carnival by Ye and Ty Dolla $ign, Not Like
Magic.
Us, and then Yeah Glow.
I
Oh,
wish
yeah.
it could
He
be
ain't even
Yeah
gonna
Glow.
be
I wish it could be Yeah Glow, but it's
Like
gonna be like that.
Yeah, because I think Like That's definitely taking home a Grammy, depending on what category they want to give it for. So let's see, and then what else is a rap? Best
Damn,
melodic
man.
rap performance. We got We Still Don't Trust You with The Weeknd and Future.
Still don't
Trust You.
Did Timeless come out in time?
No.
Damn.
Big Mama by Lotto, Beyonce Spaghetti. Jordan Adetunji's Kehlani, which is not aging very well right now. And Rhapsody's 3 a.m. with Erykah Badu.
The Kehlani song that I like it when your body is it too obvious?
Oh, she remixed someone else's
no,
song.
that's a dude.
She's on the remix.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
So which one has a Grammy
What?
nom?
The-
The original.
Childish
original.
Gambino's in there.
That motherfucker got a Grammy nomination, y'all.
Which one?
Yes.
Progressive R&B.
What?
Yeah.
There's
Oh
different categories.
my
That-
Oh,
god!
Childish Gambino?
No, she's talking about the Kehlani song.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
shook.
What?
I'm fucking shook.
Your
What's wrong?
body's like Kehlani is.
Oh, yeah.
That song.
He literally just blew up on TikTok
He did? Yeah.
or from that song.
Yeah.
That's
You know
nuts.
what? I would have been sick if that. Wait a minute, get it how you live it. If that was fucking
It's like a FIFA song.
What-
Bro,
They're
I
like,
hate that
What song is that?
Who sings that?
Fight Night.
Big step underground. That song,
I know you.
Are you
heard the
trying
sound
to
on
Are you
it.
trying to slight Project Pat right now?
nigga. No, it's a dude who redid that song, and it be on TikTok.
Hey, dude, what's it?
Big step underground, bro. I'm so.
It's like an EDM version. It's
I know
definitely like
exactly what you're
a
talking
FIFA
about.
ad.
But
Somebody gonna kick
best
the ball and shit.
progressive R&B album, Childish Gambino's on there. I think he could get that.
Who else is in
Yeah,
the category
Davis
though?
been
So glad to
kinda
know
weak
you,
sauce.
Avery Sunshine, En route, Duran Bernard.
Leon Thomas didn't make the cut for nothing. It was too. It
Nah.
was too late.
He
They got,
he missed it. He missed it.
They got
Same with Tyler, right?
Yeah, Tyler missed it.
Leon gonna definitely win some shit next year.
But Leon said
Leon
he's
Thomas.
also putting out.
You've never heard this?
This is the song that my job be playing, and I be thinking it's G Herbo.
Hell no, it's
Like,
not G Herbo.
That sound like G Herbo to me.
It's on every single
he rapping
reel.
like Project
everywhere.
Pat. That's why he was doing that.
Reels,
Literally.
TikToks.
Oh,
I
is
ain't never
this the he had that crazy video, right? Wait, is this the Indian dude?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah. And the dude was like, "Yeah, I just looked up to Project Pat. Looked up to him. You stole this nigga bar
Whole
for bar.
shit, but that's
The
like-
whole hook.
Like when you was doing that, I was like, "You making fun of Project Pat dogs? I don't like this. Like,
no,
I'm getting offended. Not at my house.
I'll
I'm
inherit the beef.
great."
All right, keep going. What we doing?
Let's see what we on. Best melodic.
That's progressive R&B.
Who's on that one?
We got Avery Sunshine, Duran Bernard, Childish Gambino, Kalani, and then No Worries.
No Worries got to win that one.
Anderson
I
Paak.
feel like No Worries got to get. Knowledge has got to get a Grammy. Actually, no, he got a Grammy for To Pimp Butterfly.
Yeah, that was a good album.
Yeah,
Did you
but I would
hear
like to
the-
see Knowledge get a Grammy from like an album that he fully produced.
This has Gambino written all over it.
I don't think Gambino should even get a nomination for that album, respectfully.
What do you think of that album?
I mean, I haven't seen the movie, so I'm still not able to listen to
Fake.
that
It's not a
album.
real movie. It's not coming out.
I'm still not able to listen to the album how it's supposed to be listened to. Like, I don't know. Like, you can't put out a soundtrack before you put out the movie.
He already did that.
Oh, with the cousin internet.
Kawhi.
Kawhi. Oh, was that ever going to
He
be a movie?
finessed y'all.
Exactly, Joe.
He did do the one with Rihanna though.
Guava Island.
Yeah.
Guava Island was so good. Please give us more Childish Gambino.
I'm tired of begging this nigga for
I
shit.
mean,
Andre's had enough
I'm tired of begging.
of you, Donald.
I think after for real.
He's
after
still
the
giving us great
concert,
shit.
yeah, after the concert, I was just like, you know what? You can retire. You know, like
Yeah, because like we walked
we
away
can
from
have
that
it,
show
yeah.
all like, wow,
yeah,
that was amazing.
It was
And like, come to find out, we were like one of the only few cities that actually see it.
yeah.
Come to find
I'm
out.
glad I bought that tour shirt because
Dude,
I
I'm
be
glad we
looking
got
at
to
the
go
back
see
of it. It's
that.
like this shit didn't even happen.
Yeah,
Only like
I'm
these
crying.
first 15.
if that.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
super unfortunate
yeah,
because
yeah. He's gonna do it still.
his in the interviews he was doing before the tour started, he was just expressing how excited he was to give the fans this show and like really raise the bar with live performances and whatnot. 'Cause like he said during the show, this is all new technology.
Yeah.
So like we're going through some growing
The
pains.
chandelier things. That shit
Yeah.
was so
The
fun.
chandeliers
That shit
were
was
crazy.
kind of crazy.
The fucking Daft Punk helmet.
Yeah.
Like,
I felt like we was in Tron,
Do you think
like
that
in a computer.
yeah.
do you think that there was a camera in the headset or in the mask, or did he already pre-record his face?
I think it was in
into
the. I
the
think it was
thing.
in the mask.
I like to
That'd be
think I like to
fire.
think it's in the mask.
Yeah,
And like we just kind of saw that in the chandeliers.
yeah,
That was so fire.
yeah. And then
What-
it turned into Yeet. It's like, bro,
Yeah, like Yeet popped up. I was like,
Yeah.
fucking Yeet's here.
I got a question though. What new artists have y'all been listening to?
New artists.
how new?
Just new to you.
Okay.
Naomi Sharon,
Yeah.
That she sound like Sade kind of.
a little bit.
Yeah, Naomi. I mean, shit. Most new artists I've listened to, like you put me on to like a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I've been
Wesley
listening
Franklin?
to this guy. His name is Yoshi T.
Yoshi T.
Yeah, Yoshi T, Asian dude. If you need like the Mac Miller fix in terms of
No, bro, don't even try and sell me on that, bro. I'm gonna listen to you.
how he sounds, like just the voice, he sounds just like Mac Miller, bro.
Is he
not even
white?
No, he's
Okay,
Asian.
cool. I was like, every white
Um,
rapper's Mac Miller.
Did y'all see just on some KC shit? Did you see that Luke
Mac-
ain't gonna
Mac
be
Miller?
on fucking Rhythm and Flow?
Yeah, we
yeah.
talked about it on the last stream, but you
okay.
know,
I didn't. I wasn't.
But like, yeah, I like no disrespect, but yeah, Luke Kane's gonna be on there, and J-Wop's gonna be on there.
J-Wop, yeah,
So we got two ties.
pretty
That's
cool.
it's gonna be on the show. So I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Me too.
Did you watch the first season?
No, I ain't never watched it.
I haven't either. But D Smoke won the first one,
Was
right?
that a D
I
Smoke?
kind of
Yeah.
But yeah, to go back on the Mac Miller thing, it just got announced that he's releasing
Oh,
a
yeah.
posthumous album
Yeah.
called Balloonerism.
Balloonerism,
got
yeah.
some shit.
Yeah, Balloonerism.
Yeah, there's gonna be another Mac Miller album.
Posthumous.
Posthumous. They
Kinda
announced
scared.
it. I think they announced it at
scared,
Camp
Kind of
FLOG, no?
weird.
It's kind of weird because the last posthumous one was like,
Hold on, you didn't like
It didn't
Circles?
feel right.
it didn't feel
It's
right.
also odd to do more
It
than
didn't
one.
feel done.
I mean, it wasn't done.
But like, that's the thing about posthumous albums, bro. Like,
But and the
That's
guy
easy.
that made it, the guy that made that album and put it was there. Like, him and Mac were already working on that together. So that was still like a vision Mac had for the album.
he
It
just
wasn't
never
just
dropped it. I heard this is like the same phase as like Faces. Like, I think this album turned into Faces.
originally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember somebody. I
originally.
seen somebody say that balloon. It's called balloonerism. Is it what's called?
Oh, I'm gonna listen.
How do y'all feel about this? Because I feel like this only happens in music. Like when it comes to a director, say a director dies, yeah, they maybe get another director to like finish the movie, but like the movies that are in post production or the pre-production, they don't just release it under the guise that this is the director's last movie.
I'll raise you this to that
Go ahead.
question. Carrie Fisher died while they were filming the last Star Wars, and they still put her in there CGI wise.
Same with
They
Paul
shoulda-
Walker.
Huh? Yeah,
Paul
Paul
Walker.
Walker. But those movies specifically, they had shot majority of their scenes already.
Mm-hmm.
Like a posthumous album.
Yeah, like and especially because it wasn't done.
The majority of the songs done.
Yeah, just like the Mac Miller album.
Finish them,
But
you know?
I think the difference between a posthumous album and then an actor being in a movie or a show and it's still being released is that the movie and the show are somebody else's vision. The album is directly tied to the person who died and is no longer here. So they can't really press that red button in terms of saying, hey, I want you to do that take one more time, or, oh, I want to say that cleaner or whatever. With acting, it's, I got the take. They already got all the takes that they needed. And
I mean, I don't think they got all the takes they needed from Carrie Fisher. before she
Also, like
died.
an actor acting is still their like creative energy and effort that they're giving. So it still means something for it to get like put out when they're gone, you know?
No,
Yes.
I think it means something and it's sentimental, but I'm saying more so usually the artist that's putting out an album is the director, the editor, all these different things. They're playing so many different roles. When you're an actor, you just pull up to the set and do the takes and be there and say them differently. You know what I'm saying?
It's
But,
less of yourself involved.
Yeah.
It's like you focused on.
and you're embodying the
role.
character.
Yeah,
So
it's like being a feature on the album.
yeah, I feel like that's the best way to describe it.
But I
Mhm.
guess like they're both art forms. So like an actor can only Heath Ledger is Heath Ledger. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He can
Yeah.
perform that way.
Yeah.
yeah,
No other artwork works that way.
yeah, or at least it's not pushed or advertised
I mean,
like that.
we see like paintings and drawings
Might have
and
taken a
images
piss
of,
to it.
you know, from artists after they're gone
That's true.
that people re-release or like never before seen painting, you know.
That's true. That's true. I don't know. That's just
But-
always interesting to me. I always feel icky listening to stuff that wasn't meant to be.
As
heard.
long as it's coming from like if the state's being held by somebody in the family, like Mac Miller's family probably runs his estate, so they're probably pushing the button on these projects.
Yeah.
And if that's what his family wants to do, I can't be mad at that because that's like it's not like it's somebody else that's not related to this person is running the estate and trying to push this music out.
Yeah.
It's like it's being pushed. It's being pushed by people that do care about Mac Miller and his legacy and feel like this is the right step that they need to take to help keep growing his legacy. And if his mom or his family feel like that's the thing to do, then I can't really fault them for that.
Yeah, you definitely can't fault them. But at the end of the day, it's you can always kind of tie it back to like money, though, like making money with a posthumous album. That's kind of what it is because you're not really releasing it. I guess you can further the legacy, but it's unfinished tracks, you know, and it's tracks that, like Andre was saying, aren't fully. They weren't like green lighted by the artist because the artist isn't there. So
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think it's a money grab for most people, posthumous albums, and it may be for the family, it may be for whoever, and they have 100% right to do that. That's their family, but I just feel like that diminishes the quality of the albums for me because it feels more than, or it doesn't. It feels less than art.
Like it's more driven for money.
Yeah.
I mean, if the songs are done though, I think that's different. If you have things that aren't done, like Dame has a line where doesn't he say like, I got a whole bunch in the tuck so my family can still be lit once I go, or once I'm gone. Like that's different. If you're like saying like, here's a bank of music, here's a bank of music, here's a bank of music, here's a bank of music. If we lit, if we still popping, drop this shit once I'm gone. I can't do nothing about it. That's different from like, that's like.
But Mac did work like that. Mac was a workhorse.
He had like hella albums.
Yeah, like he had a whole album.
Sam, he said he had like 10 albums at one point.
He had a whole album with Pharrell that he never put
Pink
out.
Slime.
Pink
Yeah.
Slime.
So,
Man, drop that shit
hey,
for real.
If anybody's gonna do it, I would love to.
He had an album with
hear the
Cameron
Mac album.
that he never put out.
Yeah.
Like Mac Miller, he was like a studio rat. Like, he stayed in the studio, and that's kind of like how Faces and all of that era of music came about, because he was just locking himself in the studio and just making music at a high rate and high volume. So I think that's why his estate's able to just put together projects like this, because the songs do be finished or like pretty much all but done. Probably not mixed and mastered.
See, I be thinking about like X, like those X albums.
But that feels a little.
That just was
that
evil.
feels nasty.
Like,
That's nasty.
This is not even a reference track. It's just a nigga putting down a cadence, like the
Just mumbling words.
yeah,
and
the
shit.
rhythm.
Yeah.
Like this, not even music.
But
this ain't even together.
it just really comes down to like how the state's handling it, how they rolling it out, how they're presenting it, and just like how have they moved since this artist passed away.
Yeah,
and
Grief
that
can get real ugly.
yeah, it can get ugly real fast. But like thankfully, like Mac Miller's estate is like family ran, so it's his family making decisions.
like
I can't be mad at that.
Juice WRLD's girlfriend selling his chains and underwear and shit. Like,
That's
nigga,
weird.
That's weird.
his
I think
underwear. A
did
nigga
she-
can't have.
didn't she sell a sex tape?
She was trying to.
What?
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah, man. Y'all gotta be careful how you pick them.
They did the Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's what I
Posthumous.
was thinking about too. I'm like,
That shit was-
it's
Ooh,
a
that was
slippery
ass.
slope, because it's like, it could be from the perspective of like, we know how much his fans loved him and how much he loved his fans and wanted to share that music, and it's like, we want to put that out and give it to the world, and it could be from so many perspectives. But I also get the whole like making money off of it is weird, and it's like you could be
It kind of diminishes the quality of the artist, like the legacy. I feel like
It
after
definitely
they're gone.
stains it.
Yeah, it's like
Mike Tyson said he don't believe in legacy.
There's a
it's true.
That's our next topic.
I don't know. There's like a certain sense of closure somebody could get from finishing it. Like with the Michael Jackson album, there was a documentary for it too.
That was a great
Like the
album.
whole, but yeah, it was really cool. And that helped kind of
Just do like
for people to accept that shit.
do a greatest hits, man.
Yeah.
Put together a greatest hits album.
Yeah, and really, all this posthumous shit is new, bro. I feel like, because like, didn't they remember Memorial tribute songs? That was the posthumous shit. We'd get DMX to do the intro and about Aaliyah, and have hella people singing "We Miss You." That's it.
And she ain't never.
And that would always go back to the family.
They never did a posthumous thing for Aaliyah, did they? Like,
No,
they
they
never
did. They did.
her unreleased album. Or-
No,
Yeah.
no, not the unreleased album.
There
They
was
did the Memorial.
there
tribute.
was a unreleased album though.
There was.
Did they?
There
Drop?
was like I think that
Her shit not even on streaming.
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It
a
is.
lot of
Just
it isn't.
now,
It's been out. It's been out there for like 4 years now.
Just-
Now I know this because it was a big deal when it happened. Because every Aaliyah fan wanted her music on streaming, so when it got on streaming, it was a big deal.
I remember too.
But yeah, it is a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope. I think it's beautiful when people can
Damn, 3
honor
years
someone they
ago.
loved and like make something new with it. Or like it would be cool if they did some kind of commentary album and just like the dude he made it with, talking about their experience together and like all that shit. But I don't know.
I don't really need posthumous albums. I never really, even from my favorite artists that passed away, I really don't need them. But you know, if they put him out, if I know it's being handled with care in the right way, I'll check it out. But if I just feel like this is the money grab, I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah.
it can't
How
support
would you
the
feel
money
if they did one
grabs.
for Nip?
I wouldn't feel
think-
away. I mean,
I
it's
feel
probably
like
handled by
Nip Camp is like good, you know.
Mhm.
yeah.
Like it would be respectful. It'd be
I guess we
in
got a
line with
song.
what they, you know, fuck with.
They still digging up Tupac unreleased
No,
verses and shit. I swear to God, bro.
you heard an unreleased Tupac verse recently? Like it,
You're bound to hear one like every few years.
bro.
I don't know.
Let us know
We
about
haven't.
it, Joe.
You say we haven't heard one in almost like 10 years.
Do you know?
I think Pac's Life came out in 07.
Pac's Life.
Yeah, I think that was the last album that they put out.
Man, spit a couple bars.
Man, not right now, brother. Not right now. But
Speaking of Mike Tyson, though,
yeah,
I know it was briefly mentioned earlier, but he went outside this weekend, guys.
man, Mike didn't get
Did
knocked
he?
out, so he didn't go outside.
He definitely went outside.
He got his money. Okay, I don't care that Mike lost. He didn't get knocked out, and I'm cool with that.
He put himself in a position to where they could just talk shit on him for the rest of his life.
No, they're not.
It seemed like that nigga took a paycheck.
Yeah, that's all
Like,
that
he
was,
got
dog.
paid
Like,
to let
it's
this
not
Jake
that
Paul
deep.
motherfucker
It wasn't
get
that
his
deep for
swing.
Mike.
Don't tarnish his legacy.
Yeah,
from
I'm
his
not
prime.
throwing away Mike Tyson's legacy because he lost a decision fight to Jake fucking Paul at 60 years old. Are you kidding me, Andre?
It was a sanctioned bout. Who was going on
That
Mike
means
Tyson's record.
nothing in the grand
Oh,
scheme. Like,
I
you
mean-
don't get points for beating a 60-year-old man. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck who it is across the ring.
I think it was a cash grab. I think
He is not a regular
Mike
ass
is
60-year-old man. He's
very
also not
old.
60.
He's 58.
Um,
Sorry.
you saw
57.
after
Let me
the
take
first,
2 years off of the 60.
After the first minute, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad." 'Cause
I didn't even get to watch it.
Yeah.
My
first
shit
of all, 'cause
froze up.
Netflix was
Yeah, fuck Netflix.
That shit crashed.
I barely made it to
Fuck.
the second round before, like,
But that mean they did their job, right?
How's
The-
Stream East better than Netflix? How Stream East got the
Because
better?
it's hackers running that
got the
shit.
better link.
It's-
How Stream East got the better link than fucking Netflix?
in the bar.
Yeah.
Like, when I came downstairs and I saw it was on TV, I asked my homie, I was like, yo, is this on Streamies or something? He's like, no, it's on Netflix. I'm like, this looks like shit. This quality is shit.
That shit looked like 04 or not 04, 06 YouTube, bro.
Yo,
Remember you had to change the settings?
Mhm, the
280.
quality.
Yeah,
Like,
480.
it just showed us how A1 Amazon Prime was with that Kendrick Lamar concert.
Oh yeah.
They didn't miss.
Yeah.
Wop, 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 wop. Like, they
Well, Amazon been streaming though.
Mhm.
They've been doing live performances.
and see, like, we learned early on, like, how tough that live shit is.
Yeah.
There's a
It's
lot that goes
difficult.
into it, and you're trying to do a hours long event,
It's a lot that can
multiple
go wrong.
angles. Like, yeah, it's so much that can go wrong.
There's no excuse, honestly, because
not
they
with a
shoulda-
company that size.
exactly they should have known that servers and people were gonna be like watching. If y'all wanted to make it some exclusive shit to where y'all could handle it, then add the $5 on top of the one time only. Make it the pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? But don't make it that if you can't support that. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
If you can't handle all that traffic
Yeah.
to that degree, then don't do it. Or
Yeah.
just like put a paywall so you can upgrade the shit to make sure the fucking stream doesn't look like I'm watching Stream East.
Well,
Yeah.
Netflix was fucking up before that stream.
Netflix definitely fucked up on their end with
Yeah.
that shit. But what's Jake Paul shit? Or like
MVP.
who hosted the fight?
MVP.
MVP. Them niggas
MVP Promotions is who put it on the
For a
fight.
second, I was like,
But Netflix is this is their first foray into
live sports.
live
and
sports.
shit.
Because they're
But
about to do
next year-
they're about to do WWE.
Yeah, next year they get the official license.
That's
of
what
WWE.
that's what it was prep for it. That's what it looked like. Honestly, they've had actual fights in the beginning,
Mhm.
and then they built up this whole dynamic in this story with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, and then they make Jake Paul the villain. Everybody hates him already, so he's like leaning into being the heel, and then fucking Mike Tyson loses.
Isn't it crazy
Outrage.
how
Now they doing what Andre is talking about
Yeah.
in the comments.
Trying to shit on Mike Tyson's legacy's ruined. Like,
That's
no,
what-
it's not.
like that's
No,
just
it's not,
internet
but
noise.
all
You
of
always
this-
going,
All of this shit is happening that they need it.
Like,
Literally.
Mike Tyson didn't get his ass beat. Mike Tyson just got a paycheck.
Yeah.
And let Jake Paul take a decision.
Literally, Jake Paul wore a little like little like earring thing,
Mhm.
and he was like, "I'm wearing this, so my ear don't get bit."
It's like, all right, see,
bro.
it's-
Mike
like,
Tyson was
that's
biting his
old.
glove middle of the fight, talking about have an oral fixation. What the fuck? What the fuck?
yeah, that wasn't a serious
This
fight.
shit should just never have happened. I felt like I was in a Family Guy situation. I felt like I was in a cut scene for Family Guy.
It's been feeling like that a lot lately, you know.
White
Mhm.
people been up too much this year.
Mhm.
This nigga one talking about some America is back. I'm just so glad that I could.
He said that.
Yes, at the end he said America is back. I'm glad that I could be a part of it.
Who said that?
Jake Paul
That's
in his acceptance speech. I'm like, you really just opened Pandora's box.
I hope you didn't watch the UFC fight last night because that shit was horrendous.
bro. This dude
Ooh-wee. They
back-
had
backheel kick this dude's ribs clean the fuck broken. Like
Oh,
spin kick, you could hear
just
the
popped
crack.
him in.
What the fuck?
And then he gave his belt to Trump, and Trump's
Yeah,
over here,
this is John Jones, by the way.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
and he did the Trump dance. I'm just like, man,
Well, what is Dana White got y'all doing over there, man?
bro,
The shit they've been doing behind closed doors the whole time.
literally, bro.
But now it's acceptable. Hey, listen, y'all don't want to admit it, but actually, I'll tell y'all off the pod because I don't want to have no situation pop off again this week.
I hate that Le'Veon Bell won.
Hey, he got a ring
He's
too, so
fighting. Well,
Antonio Brown won too. So
I fuck with AB. I'm just joking.
all right.
Anyway, let's talk about some good shit before we wrap this up. Has everyone here seen The Penguin?
No, not everyone.
God damn it.
Come on, what the fuck are y'all
For
doing?
real.
Or do y'all want to watch it?
I do want to watch it. Yeah,
What about
Y'all
Abbott?
care about spoilers?
I do care about Penguin spoilers.
That's
No,
crazy.
Wow.
He
We're,
said-
hey,
he
we're
said
being
just
silenced
these
on our
ones.
own platform. No,
Team
I won't.
Gigante.
Huh?
I said Team Gigante.
I did see a Penguin meme, and I was like, "Fuck, is this? What is this?"
What
And
was it?
It was it was a halfway photo between the Penguin and King Von.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
You haven't
I
watched
don't
any
know- I
episodes?
don't know about that.
I don't
What
know
are you
about that
doing
either.
on Sundays, dude?
watching the Chiefs.
That's the problem, bro.
I be streaming, Joe.
Oh yeah, we do be streaming.
the pod that you've
I-
missed.
I be
3 times in a
leaving.
row?
I'll be like, hey, dog, it's time for us to go because Penguin time.
Yeah,
And then like I figured you watched the Penguin when I left too.
no,
Oh, well, I guess everybody not on my time then.
you be moving like an only child.
That's crazy.
Hey, it's 8:30. I'm out of here.
I just assumed everybody did what I did.
Yeah. We all have the same interests.
Yeah.
What? You don't get all the time with your mom and dad?
You haven't heard of Cobblepot Penguin?
Yeah,
Nah,
man.
bro, that shit is great.
That
It-
was,
it-
man. And
the-
without giving any spoilers to ruin it for Andre and Sion, but I just think how they set it up for the next Batman movie was super well done, and it
Mhm.
made me extremely excited for
So
this
it
next
takes place
Batman movie.
after the Batman.
The first one, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And so it's like the segue between the first Batman movie and the next one.
Okay, perfect.
Batman never
I
showed up.
can't-
in Penguin?
Nah.
All right,
gotta
I
watch
didn't know
it.
if you wanted me to like,
You just gotta watch.
yeah,
I know
but
he did show up.
it's based, it's just based around the Penguin. And
The way
that
my
story.
eyes work on Twitter now in terms of like fandom, I'll see like things and scan it and be like, nope, like my eyes will like
Spoiler!
my eyes will split like fucking SpongeBob
and
and
be like,
yeah, like look around it. But no, man, this has been a time.
it has.
Shit.
So next time we pod, you got to at least see some of it,
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
we can have this
I
real
asked Sav if she
conversation.
went to watch it last night, and she was like, no.
Man,
So
Come
bless
on,
her,
Sav.
it was written and produced by Lauren LaFranc, I believe is how you pronounce it. She does it amazingly. Like all of the characters are like really endearing. Even the Penguin, he's like the big bad, and you hate that nigga. You end up like he's a sick,
There's no Penguin was right.
man.
Discourse. Everybody hates the Penguin.
He's no Thanos.
No,
But-
he doesn't like when you think you're rooting for him, he reminds you he's the Penguin.
Yeah,
Put it like that.
They taking Emmys home for sure.
Yeah, for sure. They running that fucking bag up.
Batman is all about the villains too, and this is like the ultimate way to set up a villain is like in an eight piece series.
That's crazy that they were able to do that with the Penguin, though, of all villains.
mean-
But shout out to Colin Farrell.
He's a good actor.
He played it well.
Really played that role to the highest like quality I've seen an actor play it since Danny DeVito. But I don't think we've seen an actor take on that role in a live action film since Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito is more so.
He was creepy.
He's more so like a mutant too,
Yeah.
he was like eating a fish, and
and his fingers
bit-
were like conjoined and stuff.
Yeah, and he bit somebody's nose off.
got
Yeah.
web feet.
Yeah,
Yeah. They made him more like a real penguin.
yeah.
No, they made the Penguin a super nigga though too. Like
Yeah,
he
there's-
did some crazy shit for it.
There's some shit you're gonna see and you'll be like, bro, Hold on, man.
Oh
We
shit!
potting.
What? Shit,
Oh,
we
come
gotta
on, the
welcome
camera.
that
Yeah,
nigga
come on in,
in.
bro,
Come on in, bruh.
Yeah. The cameras everywhere. Aha.
This nigga's shoes huge.
Yeah. But yeah, so like there's he work in the kitchen, dog. But but
Wait, what?
You said that nigga shoes was big.
yeah, they look like clown shoes, don't they? But he work in the kitchen. That's why he do that. That's why he wear those. Hey, not too much.
Nigga got
Not
Kingdom
too
Hearts
much now.
You know when you tie 'em hella tight and then the front puff up?
No, or when you got is it the Mickey,
said
Mickey
it's
Mouse
disgusting.
shoes?
Right, them big ass little boop.
Yeah, the boop.
Yeah.
All right, keep going. I'm
But,
sorry, man.
Yeah, there's gonna be some shit you'll see in Penguin that you'll just be like, really, motherfucker. But
Is
before
he on some Tony Soprano shit?
it's just like that. There's actually a couple of scenes and stuff. There's a lot of you could definitely see the influence of Sopranos in.
I mean, there's so much mob shit to reference.
Yeah,
I be feeling like Tony Soprano smoking the cigar at the beginning of the intro when I'm driving into KC from up north.
yeah,
Like that-
across
that
the
hot-
bridge.
yeah.
Yeah. Woke up this morning.
It's all industrial over there.
I was actually playing the theme song to Sopranos yesterday on the way up north to go to my homie's diaper party.
That's funny.
Cause like when
Just cuz.
he told me that he was having a baby, I was like, oh, congratulations, man, you're gonna have a little gabagoo. And then he told his girl that, and then apparently he hit me back. He goes, bro, she will not stop saying we're gonna have a little gabagoo. So the whole drive up, I'm playing the Sopranos to get ready.
In that mindset.
Yeah.
So you could just give a bunch of gabagoo.
Gabagoo. Hey, how you? Everybody I met at the
How you
party, I was
doing?
like, hey, how you doing?
My name is Joe. How you doing?
How you doing? I'm on the radio.
I seen a fucking a meme video of this dude. He was like, "Hey, I'm in New York." And he's like, someone bumps in. He's like, well, "I'm walking here."
I'm walking
And
here.
then she says, "We don't fucking talk like that." And then she walks up to him, and then he's like, "Forget about it." She like grabs
Just
his throat.
forget about it.
Yeah, and that was the end of the video.
That's hilarious, man. Hey, yo, you jacking
We
me?
just think New Yorkers are mobsters.
we were making fun of like New York jokes here a couple days ago, talking about like how they slang, be like, hey, yo, you jacking me? Like, you know
No.
my body be? Like,
Yeah.
like,
You don't know my body.
hey, yo,
What is the Kansas City equivalent of that?
Boosie,
Boosie, Henry.
Honor
Skis guy got a poem.
I don't know.
On
but I
Boosie?
think Boosie is like a
Niggas
big
still
one.
say Boosie. Yeah, Scandalous. Dusty.
Shit.
you feel me?
Well, Joe.
Real quick before we do wrap up, I just do want to shout out two more artists that I've been fucking with heavy. I want to shout out Ferg, because I've been watching a lot of his interviews lately to promote his new album, Darnold. He put out a new album, Darnold, and as we know, he goes by Ferg now, no longer ASAP Ferg, but he's still cool with the mob. And this album is just about him peeling back all these layers to be the person he actually wants to be as an artist and as a person. He's talking about growing pains.
Yeah.
And he talks about how when he was on the Madman tour, that's when Plain Jane was popping. Like, he was at the height of his career, arguably. And he talked about how even he had all success and he was doing all these great things, he still felt so empty inside. Like, he didn't feel fulfilled. So then that's why he went away for 4 years, because he really just had to get himself right and get himself in a space creatively that he felt like he was representing who he is and not who he felt he needed to be or who the world wanted him to be. So that's kind of why he really went back to the family roots of like going by Ferg. And I've been watching a lot of his interviews as of late because I like listening to the ASAP dudes talk because they have great history and I just like listening to them talk. And it's been interesting hearing Ferg just kind of talk about what he's gone through the last 4 years and talking about the mob, because the mob had problems where Ferg got kicked out for a little bit, right? And he talked about that and he was like, that kind of gave me like that battery, that charge in my back that I needed to like really step up my shit and show people. So there's a song called like They Thought I Was Dead. And that's kind of him referencing like ASAP, Ills, and Bari, like trying to kick him out of ASAP.
Yeah.
And something that I thought was interesting was, I think it was the Breakfast Club interview. They were like, yeah, are you guys still cool? And he goes, yeah, me and Rocky will like text every now and then. Like if 12E needs something from music, like I'm there for him. But like it stopped there. And then later on, Charlamagne asked, like, do you miss when y'all were closer as a unit? And he said, honestly, not for real. Cause even when we were moving like that, I was always thinking about like how much I can't wait till I'm doing my own thing. Until like on my own tour, on my own bus.
Kind of felt stifled by that shit.
Yeah, and he's like, still love because we've known each other since we were like teenagers. So it's not those are my brothers, but like I've always just wanted to do my own thing. And so like that's kind of where I'm at with it. That's why like he has the Ferg line, and that's kind of like just the theme of the album is just him becoming Ferg and doing what he wants to do musically. Like I think what we hear Ferg do on this album is gonna surprise a lot of people if you check it out. There's a song on there called Pools that's really, it's a great song, but it's also a deep song because he talks about how he was molested when he was 10 years old.
Oh,
And when they talk about that in the Breakfast Club, they're like, what made you want to discuss this topic and be this vulnerable on the album? And he goes, because, you know, at the end of the day, like, that's not for me to carry.
dude, I love the album art.
He painted that.
It is very vulnerable. Like the piece.
Yeah, he painted that. So if you go on his YouTube and you look up all the cover arts for all the songs on the album, they're all paintings that he did.
Wow.
And it's a really great album. And I think this album is really just a great showcase of Ferg's diverse talents as an artist. Because, you know, he always talked about how like he always kind of got boxed in that trap lord sound. And whenever he would try to grow with his audience, sometimes they wouldn't be as receptive. And so he's at a point where he's more comfortable just like being outside that box and showing that he has more to offer. And he's rapping really well. Ferg is rapping his ass off on this album. The song with Future, Allure, insane rapping. Insane rapping.
Bro is super talented. I always like since that in Ferg. I remember them. It was some documentary. It might have been like Vice or something early on in the ASAP days where he was talking about him going to fashion school.
Yeah.
Like him having a clothing brand and like the Adidas shit. And that's what I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
This man is just an artist who happens
in all
to rap.
forms, in all forms of life.
Yeah.
His daddy was an artist too. We said that in the last pod.
He did. His daddy drew the Bad Boy logo, and then
Graphic artist.
He said that I think he was able to confirm that he is the Bad Boy baby on the logo because he said at the time when his dad made the logo, like Diddy didn't have kids, and the only point of reference that they had was like his son Ferg. So he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I am the Bad Boy baby logo.
That's fire.
And I'm pretty sure his dad was doing the merch for Bad Boy. That's why
he did the logo for Uptown too.
Yeah, that's why he had no cost of overhead on his merch when he was first starting out. Because he said he would put all his money into just like buying the blanks because he had the materials already.
Yeah.
And
he was running the shirts himself.
Yeah, when they would go on tour, he would just do.
Oh yeah, he was doing that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was like,
or his dad had it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And so if you remember like during ASAP's early stories, they would talk about how like when they were in Harlem doing the fashion shit, people would like make fun of him and call him gay and stuff, like, right?
Yeah.
And Ferg was talking about how like they were talking about the song Pools, where he talks about how like that older adult like molested him as a kid. And he said when he got older, you know, that was something that would always bother him because he would see that dude around and he would laugh like it was like an inside joke between them, you know, when he see Ferg. And he said, you know, when we walk around Harlem and we'd have our high fashion stuff on before we popped and people would call us gay, like I would get super offended and insecure almost because of that happened to me. Yeah. And so he said me doing the song Pools is like me really just letting that go because that's not me. That trauma is not for me to carry because I was just a kid. And I was like, damn. And it's just, I don't know, like and the song itself is really good too. And so I just think this album really blew me away, like in terms of like what Ferg can offer as an artist. And I'm really excited to see him just like branch out into his own as he's doing and just really elevate.
Shit, that is amazing. And that is definitely why you gotta believe survivors. And if somebody come forward about some shit, take that shit serious. And if you don't know what to do, that you could, you know, research Moxa and they'll get you the help that you need or and taken care of. Cause it's like there's a lot of people that deal with that shit and then have to go be in a space with the abuser. And that's not okay. A lot of them cases don't go like solved. I'm sure that man never dealt with any consequences for that. So I think it's wonderful that Ferg is at a point to where he could shed that and just like continue to live his life and without shame, and without judging himself. So that's beautiful.
So shout out to Ferg, man.
One time for Ferg.
You know what I'm saying? Ferg he's about to go on tour. If he comes to the city, man, I'd love to do an interview with Ferg, man. Just chop it up with Ferg, dog. Like that'd be really dope. Especially like in this moment he's having in his career right now. He talked about how he just got a job at Rock Nation. Like him and Hov are really cool.
Doing
like, you know, actually fun
fact.
At
Rock Nation?
I can't remember. I don't think he went into details of what his role is, but he did say he got a job at Rock Nation. And a little fun fact he dropped during his interview with DJ Head and Gina Views. He said Hov was actually supposed to be featured on New Level.
What?
Like Hov was even, I guess Hov was actually listening to it, but he just never laid the verse down.
Oh, he said, I like this.
But Lenny was calling Ferg, like, yeah, he's in the studio right now, listen to it. He's trying to put something together, but he just never came to fruition.
He ain't have nothing.
But
He's I don't even know how
Jay-Z
to
don't bless
approach
no
this.
young niggas, bro.
it's a New Level though. I think I could hear Hov on New Level. I don't think.
But I'm saying he don't bless young niggas.
Oh, it's Ferg though. I think he'd give that to Ferg if it felt right, but he didn't, and it worked out. Means Ferg still had a hit, so Ferg still had a hit.
That was the last one?
The Mr. Nice Watch? No,
J.
Meek
Cole?
Mill was the last one. That's not DJ Khaled, because he had the
Maybe Frank Ocean.
biking.
Yeah.
You saying on Meek Mill, the championship album?
Yeah. I mean, Meek Mill and Ferg are kind of in the same peer class. They did come up together like around the same time, maybe like a year apart.
I don't know.
ASAP Ferg, seeing
That's
a
disappointing.
whole feature on an ASAP Ferg song would throw me off a little bit. But now that I know the dynamic of the relationship and they're actually really close, it makes more sense now. But I think back then, if that would have happened, it's still Striving dropped, and I saw New Level with Future and Hov. I'm like, how the fuck did Ferg pull this off? But now that I know more background context between the relationship, it makes
That's
sense.
why it would have been lit. He don't bless no young niggas, man.
I can't believe he still ain't get Vinny a feature yet. But I don't think Hov want to rap like that no more, so I'm not surprised. And then on top of shouting out Ferg, I gotta shout out Jason Martin.
Hell yeah.
He dropped a 5-pack EP, man. Every song on there is crazy. He's been dropping hella music consistently. And I think he's done a great job of just really helping carry the torch for the West as a veteran out there, as an OG, especially since the pop-out show. Like, he's been really active in terms of just like, yo, man, like, keep the foot on the gas. Make sure, like, the West is being represented well. You know what I'm saying? After the Chupacabra album, like, he's really just been riding the wave and like in the best way possible. And since the pop-out show, he's been dropping shit. He dropped a 5-track EP recently. Every song on there is fire. And I just say everything he's doing right now for the West Coast and how he's representing the West Coast, he's doing it really well. And it's cool to see him just be a leader like this at a time where the West does kind of need that guidance to keep the momentum going.
Yeah.
So just definitely want to give him a shout out to him, give him some flowers for that, because he's having a great year. And then anything else we need to touch base on, fellas, ladies?
Shout out Royal Chief.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Let's do it.
But yeah, I guess Andre's gonna go watch a Chiefs game. I'm about to go listen to some unreleased music from an artist in the city. But you know,
Because I do cool shit.
I do dope shit. You know, this is my life. Love it or hate it, I'm still here, baby. We still going. 107 episodes in, and we still going. We still running it up. So until next time, y'all. It's the Kid Joe Cornejo.
It's your boy Black Hyphy.
No, so.
See ya.
And of course,
River.
until next time, y'all. It's the Yadda Yadda podcast. We out.